up, everybody? Noah Kaser back here for another episode of Noah Kaser Live, and I'm not alone. Welcome to episode 37 of the Movie Fanatics.
I'll give you hell 'cause the rules were given. I didn't take them, but I'm breaking them all. I'll give you hell 'cause the rules were given. Receiving valid, just do what you're told.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back, and welcome to episode 37 of Movie Fanatics. It's just me and Noah today. Michael unfortunately couldn't make it tonight, so Noah is going to be his replacement for tonight. But Michael will be back in December, so we're going to be going full force in December for Movie Fanatics. So stay tuned for that. So Noah, my guy, how are you tonight, man?
I'm great, man. You know what week it is?
It's Wicked Week. That's what.
It's fucking Wicked Wednesday, bitch. It's
Hell
Wicked
yeah.
Wednesday. We
Hell
got
yeah.
it tomorrow night. 3:45. My ass is going to be in that theater seat. I have the day off of work, and I'm watching Wicked 1 before I go to the theater. I have been anticipating this day since I've walked out of Wicked Part 1.
Hell yeah. So I will be seeing Wicked for Good on Friday at around 4 o'clock, I want to say.
Okay.
Going to an earlier showing because dude, you know how it's packed. You know how packed it's going to be. Like right after those showings, dude. Like, you know how packed it's gonna be.
Yeah. My first screening of Wicked was freaking packed. It was the first. It was a 4 o'clock screening. Holy shit, that thing was packed. You couldn't even fart in that theater. You literally couldn't fart in there.
That's hilarious.
But it was great.
But yeah, like speaking on Wicked for Good, we are gonna be talking about the box office projections. Also, first reactions to Zootopia 2. And if you guys see on the bottom right corner of the screen, we were going to do a trailer reaction to Project Hail Mary, but we thought of something even better right before we started. So we're going to do a review for a certain movie that we both watched. Not going to say what it is until we get there. But anyways, let's go ahead and just get right into it. It's box office time, baby. Let's talk about the box office.
All right, so the weekend box office is a little bit disheartening, but we will get there eventually. So, number one was Now You See Me, Now You Don't, with $21 million domestic. Worldwide is a little bit different.
Look at that. $61 million.
$61 million. And this movie has already made its budget back. 80% of its budget is already made. So this is not going to be a very profitable film, but that doesn't mean it's going to be a flop. I saw $25 million when I looked at this earlier, and I'm like, holy crap, this is very bad for the movie. However, looking at that, they don't make these movies for a lot of money.
Exactly.
These are not high price. This is not a Rock, a Emma Stone, a higher budget list of actors. These are A-listers, but what really brings this up is the visual effects. That's what brings this budget up.
Yes. So I haven't seen this yet. I'm going to be going probably tomorrow night with my family. I've been trying to wait for a good day to go see it with my family since they really like the first two movies, and it's perfect. I'll take them to see that then.
My theater didn't get it.
I'm not surprised. But anyways, now let's go on to the one that kind of crushed me how poor it performed. The Running Man.
Look at that. Look at that.
$30 million worldwide. I think this film was on about $110 budget, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Correct? Okay, I wasn't sure if I was. If anyone needed to correct me on that, go ahead. But it's about $110 million budget, and for this one to come in this low, that's not good. Honestly, that honestly broke my heart. And I've already seen this. I went and saw it Friday night with my best friend, and it was a ton of fun. It is my least favorite Edgar Wright movie, but that's not saying much because the dude's a fucking genius. And it is the least Edgar Wright movie you'll see out of his filmography. It's a pretty standard action movie if you really think about it.
Mhm.
It doesn't really have like Edgar Wright's distinct style, but that's not necessarily a bad thing because I was just having so much fun watching it. And yeah, I thought Glenn Powell was great. Like he still kept his movie star charm, but also kind of took a little bit more of a serious and grittier role than we're used to seeing from him. But this was the movie that actually was able to show a lot of the range that the man is capable of. So, and he did a fantastic job here. He also got great performances from Coleman Domingo, Josh Brolin, Amelia Jones, Katie O'Brien's in it as well. Like a really stacked. Michael Cera's even in it too. Great cast and a ton of fun. So, and honestly, I would just recommend going to go see it in a movie theater. Like, support this movie.
I wanted to ask you, why do you think that this did so poorly? The box office projections starting out were at 14 to 18 million, and it did 16. Why do you think this didn't open higher? Do you think it's because the original film isn't a beloved film? Do you think it's a Glenn Powell issue because he's not a big name star yet? A big enough name star yet? What do you think is the issue?
I think it's because the Running Man, the original with Arnold Schwarzenegger, is not really a well-beloved classic like, Terminator or Predator. Like, it's not a well-beloved classic like those ones. Like, it's always been kind of the black sheep of the Arnold movies from the 80s. So I kind of see why this film didn't do well, but at the same time, it's like it deserved better. Because I mean, like Stephen King fans, like we're eating good this year with movies like The Monkey and The Long Walk, and now this. Like we're eating good, and The Life of Chuck, we're eating good. So
I wanted to bring this up too. There's 2 movies coming out within a 5-day span where people are going to want to go and see it as well. Wicked for Good and Zootopia 2. I think that has a factor in there, but then again, it's not the same audience. This is a R-rated action comedy that is not going for a musical nor a family audience. This is catering to dads and action junkies. This is a father and son film, but I hate to see this because I love this dude to death. He's one of my new favorite actors. And this is not going to hurt his momentum at all. This is not going to hurt his box office stardom at all. I think that this is only going to make him look better because now we see his range. He's not just a Twisters, a Top Gun Maverick, and then a rom-com star. But what really stinks is this. Predator Badlands takes a 68% drop, earning.
Let's take a look at the worldwide gross. It's over $100 million,
which is good. It's really
because
good.
wasn't this one about like $80 million that it cost to make, or
yep.
But it's getting close. It's getting close to breaking even.
Yeah, and I think by the end of it, it will. Because again, the audience for Wicked and Zootopia are not going to see the Predator Badlands. They're not going to go and see it.
Yeah.
But this is not all that bad. Sometimes they do have the budget here, and they do not have the budget yet. But I believe it was about $80 million, so I think this will do perfectly fine. It's going to be fine at the box office. I don't think it's going to lead to a lot more, but we will see. Regretting You is still holding in there with $3 million, another 44% drop. But look at this total.
$82 million.
$82 million for Regretting You. A lot lower than what It Ends With Us was. But Regretting You is not that big of a book either. It was not as big of a book as It Ends With Us. It begins with us. It's something is with us. There's something about those It With books that they just love. They love the Colleen Hoover. However, you also had a bigger star in Blake Lively.
Exactly.
I've also heard one stupid thing, and I'm going to say this right now. This does not have anything to do with the drama.
No.
It Ends With Us. I have seen that. That's not why this movie didn't do all that well. It's not doing poorly. This is a profitable film. I have seen multiple videos saying Regretting You is what's wrong with cinema and why it's ruining cinema. It's not ruining the cinema, because if it was, it would not be making $82 million and making these two stars even bigger in different genres than we've seen them before.
Exactly.
But
so point taken, but I don't know. I liked it enough for what it was. Like, I liked it way more than It Ends With Us, in all honesty, because I just thought that film was boring and just not really all that intriguing. Even though with this one, there is some plot reveals that make you go scratching your head.
yeah,
But it still is a good movie. Like, I think all four of our lead actors give really good performances, and they all have solid chemistry with one another.
and we will be talking about this one in just a little bit towards the tail end of this show as well.
Yes, we will.
So, moving on to number 5. Number 5, The Black Phone 2 is slowing its pace down. Another 49% drop, but that's not a bad thing because we are going into its 5th week. This is its 5th week in theaters, a total of $128 million worldwide. What do you think about this?
Dude, this movie made freaking money. Like, I freaking called it, dude. This movie was going to make money. Like, and I'm pretty sure this wasn't really like on a high budget, so
No.
I'm really not surprised it made over $100 million because the first one did. So, but even though this made a lot of money, and I know money talks, they're probably going to do a third one. Do I want them to? Hell no. Like, honestly, like, I think with how they resoluted Black Phone 2, I don't really think we need to see a third one. So,
with Blumhouse, they just speak, and they're just like, you want to know what? I can pull $3 million out of my pocket. Here's your budget. It's not $3 million, but you know what I'm saying. Just pull the money out of his ass. There's your budget, and you make money hand over fist. What I would like to see a sequel to from the Blumhouse people is the sequel to Ma. That made pretty good money. A great film. I think you can do something else with the Ma character. I have not seen the Black Phone 2 yet. I didn't really think we needed a second one, but going into this one soon, I think this looks very intriguing. I don't think we need a third one, but it depends on if they can get everybody back on board for it and if they have a good enough story that they think that they can.
If they wanted to go like the Dream Warriors route, then yes, I'll accept that. But with this one, like, this is pretty much just Nightmare on Elm Street, basically.
Would you want them to do a prequel to his first one? Or
I don't know necessarily, mainly because of the fact that they do kind of explain like a few things about the Grabber as a character, like what happened like in the past at a point, and like how they try to connect everything. I'm not going to spoil it for you since because you haven't seen it, but when you do get a chance to, though, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, they do kind of explain a few things about the Grabber as a character, like, you know, from the past.
Mm-hmm. Keeper opened this weekend for Neon. This is not that bad. Opened to 2.5 million, 3 million worldwide. That's not bad.
But if you think about it from Osgood Perkins' previous 2 films, this is a pretty disastrous opening.
It is a disastrous opening. However, I don't think it opened on as many screens as his
There's the problem.
Bigger films did, because there were 2 films bigger than it going into theaters. And also, horror in November doesn't really work because now you're going into, they want a family type of film to go into the Thanksgiving season. But look at the Black Phone. The Black Phone is still making money, but I think this is going to do fine. I don't know the budget for this one because I haven't seen anything on the budget for Keeper. But if I had to guess, this is probably a $3-4 million budget. I saw limited marketing, so I'm going to guess they need about $15-20 million to make this. And I think with the theater and the VOD sales, they will get it. I think they will be okay. But theaters, this is a disaster.
Yeah, so like I said, like if you compare it to like how Osgood Perkins' previous two films did, like for Long Legs and The Monkey, this is really, really bad. And plus, they're already going to be limiting showtimes for this one at the Cinemark. That's about an hour away because of the fact that Wicked's like going like 5 times the showtimes that this movie is doing.
Yep.
And also because of the fact this movie pretty much made no money.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and
looking at Hunter's comment just for a second,
yeah.
Said I heard the budget for Keeper was $3.5 million. Okay, so that's not bad, but that's still
that's not bad.
But if you do compare it to, like I said, Osgood Perkins' previous films, then this is not very good for his box office. And he already has another script for a movie coming down the pipe already.
Yep, he works and works and works.
But maybe it might be time where he might need to take a little break.
Mm-hmm. And I have seen a couple people say that because for some people who have said this is his weakest film, apparently. However, when you do 3 films in a row in this amount of time, you are going to get tired and your quality is not going to keep going up.
Look at Luca Guadagnino, for example, Challengers and Queer in the same year. And then next year we get After the Hunt, which was the worst received.
Which, speaking of After the Hunt, that comes out tomorrow on Amazon Prime. If anybody wants to see it, it's going to be available for free if you have a Prime subscription, so you don't have to pay any money to rent or buy it.
I probably will be watching it tomorrow. Then I'm hoping it's good, but I've heard it's really bad.
Yeah, so. I've heard it's fine. I've heard the third act is where it just completely shits the bed. But I'm looking forward to seeing it tomorrow.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at just a couple more other ones and see.
Yep.
Some of the grosses for the movies. Nuremberg didn't do much. Sarah's Oil, don't know what that is. Didn't do much. Chainsaw Man. Let's see. That was a 55% drop. Wicked made another $1 million because of a re-release weekend.
Yep.
So, Die My Love, that one dropped pretty hard. And looking at $888,000.
Yeah. And they really didn't care.
Yeah, and I think from that same Cinemark that I was talking about, that's already gone. So that doesn't really surprise me. And honestly, I haven't heard anything good about it, which is kind of unfortunate because, I love the cast involved and I like the director's previous film, You Were Never Really Here. So that's disappointing.
What makes me a little bit more annoyed is that I love both the actors in it and I saw zero marketing for it. But then again, that's Mubi. Mubi doesn't market their films well because they want you to see them on their streaming service.
However, only film they marketed well was The Substance.
Yeah.
So
and that's only because they knew that it was a Oscar contender and it did very, very well at all the festivals. Everything else, like heck, the History of Sound, that almost did nothing.
Right. So, but really quick before we get into our next couple topics, I want to point out some people in the chat quick before. Just so that way I'm not ignoring you guys because we have a lot of topics to cover and you guys are killing it in the chat, by the way. Collector Movie Man says, on my way to see Wicked for Good with my mom, getting me the popcorn bucket. Nice, dude. Hope you enjoy the movie.
Awesome. Enjoy. I hope you're changed for good.
Hunter says Zootopia 2 was good. And yep, Michael said that you're filling in for him. What else? Yeah, Old Restless. It's until December that Michael's coming back. And yes, Hunter, there will be no movie Fanatics next week. I think Michael's talking about Now You See Me. was a decent hit. Yeah, for Running Man, there's no way it's going to make its money back for that kind of budget. So
No. Nope.
What's up, Jay? Nice, dude.
Thank you, dude.
Plan on check out Running Man. Wasn't hyped for it though. Give it a watch, honestly. Like, give it a chance. Like, even if you're like a huge fan of Edgar Wright, just go in knowing it's the least like his other movies. Like, just go in knowing that. Yep, we did point that out. Saw Badlands is a nice little sci-fi film.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it. Saw Regretting You at the Cinema and Eternity. Nice. No one went to see the animated film Stitch Head or Grand Prix last week because no one's heard of them.
Nobody's heard of them, and if anybody was going to get them, it was going to be my theater because we got Hit Pig.
Yeah. Black Phone did well for the Halloween crowd. I'd be interested to see a sequel to drop. That'd be interesting. But at the same time, I don't really know how you would really do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you do it from a different country, maybe. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Or maybe just kind of do the same premise, but in a completely different setting.
Yeah. Maybe do it at like a concert or something. That might be sort of nice.
That'd be interesting. So yeah, Keeper's a small movie. Alex, what's up, dude? Hope you're doing well, buddy. Sadly, I thought After the Hunt was shit, which is unfortunate, but I'll check it out when I have the chance.
Yep.
Saw Sarah's Oil. It was a nice drama set in Oklahoma about oil rigs.
Okay.
I haven't really heard anything good about it, honestly, so I'm just gonna skip it. I'll check out Nuremberg when I can. I will do the same.
So will I.
Got to see Jaws 3D and Jaws in IMAX the same day at IMAX here. Very cool.
Wow.
All right. Now, let's get right to it. So, Zootopia 2 first reactions have been calling this a worthy sequel and worth the wait. And the rare sequel that is able to capture the magic of the original film.
Yep. This is coming to us from a little site called The Direct. Zootopia 2 first reactions are in, and critics have a unanimous reaction. Critics are raving about it, with almost all of them saying positive things about Disney's upcoming animated film. And Luke, I will let you go through here.
Okay. Zootopia 2 has a lot to prove, especially after the first film grossed over $1 billion at the box office, the global box office, that is. With the sequel's creative marketing in full swing, combined with Disney's strong expectations, a lot is riding on Zootopia's 2 potential success. And thankfully, the first batch of reviews is unanimous in its praise. Critics who attended the world premiere of Zootopia 2 Los Angeles shared their first reactions on X or Twitter. I'm still going to call it Twitter.
Yep.
The critics agreed that the animated sequel is great because of the smart humor, strong dynamic between Nick and Judy, excellent animation, and resonating themes. Entertainment reporter Jonathan Sims describes Zootopia 2 as an absolute blast. Noting that the sequel has more action, and it's a feel-good family adventure. There's the quote right there. If anyone, I'll go back up for a second. If anyone wants to pause and read that quote, you may. Collider's Rachel Leisman said that Zootopia 2 made her want a fox and a bunny to be in love, pointing out that a cute movie about love, friendship, and the need to prove ourselves. Gregory Elwood, the playlist, hyped up Zootopia 2 with stunning animation, also praising Keith Kwan's performance. And Daniel Baptista, I hope I'm saying that name correctly, the movie podcast said that Disney delivered a wildly smart and outstanding sequel that was well worth the wait. And Fandango's Eric Davis loves Zootopia 2 even more than the first one, praising its sweet, honest story about finding the courage to tell someone they truly matter.
So, are you looking forward to this movie? And are you going on day one? What are your thoughts on the first one?
The first one is my favorite Disney movie of all time. Like, it's an amazing movie. Like, the themes it discovers, like the chemistry between Nick and Judy is fantastic. And Of course, like it's funny. It's got great emotional moments, like great character dynamics, beautiful animation, like Disney always does, and a really solid soundtrack. So, like pretty much everything about the first Zootopia, I think, is great. Like it's got really smart humor. I mean, there's even a Breaking Bad reference in a kids movie. like that right there alone is like 5 out of 5 right there.
I'm gonna break your heart. I've never seen Zootopia.
Damn
I've
it,
never
Noah.
seen the first Zootopia.
Well, you got to watch it before Zootopia 2.
I was looking for something to watch tonight, so it might be that, but we will see. I do plan on going to the second one, and I think this trailer looks really good.
Or I can say that on Sunday, I am going to be doing a watch along for the first Zootopia to build up for Zootopia 2.
Okay.
So, I mean, if you're down, you can join.
Yeah, and if I can't because of work or something, then I will watch it on Sunday anyways when I get home from work.
All right, but yeah, I'm really really excited for Zootopia 2. Like honestly, I wasn't sure based off the first couple trailers because they didn't really show like much of the plot. Like all they really showed was like Nick and Judy have to protect the snake that is coming to Zootopia that is voiced by Ke Kwan. That's really all they showed, but I don't know. There's going to be more under the surface, like
definitely.
once you get into it.
But we can't deny that this is going to be big because Zootopia made $1 billion. It made $1 billion at the box office. And
the same thing happened with Moana. It made about $1 billion, and Moana 2 last year cracked $1 billion. So I would not be surprised if Zootopia 2 did the same thing.
I would not be surprised at all. But we will be going into Wicked in just a little bit. So I will talk about this first. This movie is going to make a lot of money. Do you think that Wicked is going to hurt this movie, or do you think that Zootopia is going to hurt Wicked?
I'll be honest. Maybe Wicked has the bigger advantage. Like, I don't know for sure, but I think Wicked might have the big advantage personally. But also, to be fair, like 3 weeks in a row, like we have like big ass movies coming out like week after week after week. Like this week we got Wicked, next week we got Zootopia, and the week after Five Nights at Freddy's.
Exactly.
And then you got to wait a 2-week gap. We get Avatar: Fire and Ash. And then right there, $2 billion. $2
billion right there. Right there. But with Zootopia, I think that this is going to be a big hit. This is going to be massive. It's already tracking at $165 million.
But do we think this will make $1 billion? Probably not. Like I'm gonna say probably not, because we have such big competition for next week and then in a couple of weeks with Avatar. So
and they're all going for the same crowd. Wicked is going for mainly moms and daughters, but like you and I, we really like the first one. We really like the first one, and the families are going to go to that. But for younger kids, Zootopia is it. For people who played the games, Five Nights at Freddy's, but also it's more of a kid-friendly intro to horror than anything else.
Yeah.
With
the first one did the same thing.
With Avatar, boom. I mean, kids have been born since the first Avatar was born. People have had kids, and their kids are starting to have kids. So
there you go.
But yes, Zootopia 2 is going to be massive. I look forward to seeing this. I don't know when, because I don't know my work schedule, but I need to get out to see Zootopia 2 because I think these trailers look really cute, and I look forward to seeing what this does, and hopefully this makes another $1 billion at the box office.
All right. So anyways, as we were just talking about earlier, let's just get right into it. Wicked for Good box office projections. This is going to be big.
Exactly how big is the thing? So right now, this is coming from Variety.
All right,
Wicked for Good. Wicked for Good aims for biggest opening of 2025 with $150 million plus debut. Variety says in the opening number of Wicked for Good, okay, we're just gonna skip all that. Wicked for Good is flying to $150 to $180 million from 4,000 North American theaters for its first weekend of release, an historic start after a dismal fall at the box office. A debut on the higher end of that range would rank as the highest year launch over April's A Minecraft Movie, which made $162 million opening weekend. May's Lilo and Stitch remake at $146 million. The big budget musical is primed to shatter the debut of Wicked's 2024 record of $112.5 million pre-Thanksgiving frame. So
There you go.
Going to make over $35 million more than this. But here's the big but. The reviews have started to come out. However, let's get into this. Reviews do not always equal bad box office. Look at something like, let's talk about the Five Nights at Freddy's again, because that movie had reviews.
Like, that film was actually bashed by critics.
Yeah, it was bashed. But Wicked, this is going to be a long-winded one, because for somebody who loves Wicked, I mean, clearly, I'm excited for Wicked. I have my fucking shirt that I'm going to go and see the movie. So, this movie is going to be big. Luke has seen the Broadway play, so he knows what happens in Act 2.
Yes.
So, would you say that Act 2 is the lesser of the two acts from the Broadway play?
I would. The first half is definitely stronger than the second half, in my opinion. But we'll see how this one goes.
Exactly.
Like, we'll see how this translate to film, and especially because of the fact that this is shorter than part one. But if you equivalate all of the part one and part two, just for the musical, it's the same runtime as the first movie.
Exactly.
It's exactly the same runtime.
So with this, Wicked for Good is going to make a lot of money. However, what's going to hurt it, I think, is Zootopia is going to hurt it a little bit, because that second weekend drop-off is going to be a big hindrance. However, if audiences love it, and I am not just talking about the Wicked fans who are going to go and see it 3, 4, 5, 6 times and have been clamoring for it. They are die-hard Aussians. This is going to depend on what the general audience thinks, not Aussians, not major fans of Wicked, because Wicked now has a fan base of its own that it didn't even know it had. Last week on NBC, there was a special Wicked concert. Wicked one night only. That was something special. You see how this has impacted people, kids, and families. So we will see what happens here. But if the movie is not good, that changes everything. That could change everything. Pun not really intended, but for good. This is going to be all hindrance on it. Is the movie good? But going worldwide, at the end of the day, do you see this maybe cracking $1 billion?
Honestly, no. I don't quite see it cracking $1 billion.
Neither do I.
It's because of the competition that we have coming up with, like I said, Zootopia 2, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and Avatar, Fire and Ash.
Exactly. And I also think that with this being the weakest, the Metacritic score is not all that great. The Rotten Tomatoes is not all that great. But that hasn't changed, again, the box office. What audiences think is going to matter. It's about the general audience. I am probably going to enjoy it. I have a feeling this looks great. It looks great. I know very little about what happens in Act 2 of the Broadway play. I know some stuff because I've been staying away. I know some portions, but I've also heard they are changing stuff from the Broadway play to make it more adaptable for film and make it a better ending in a way. But for Wicked, the play, I have not heard a lot of people say that they bawled and cried at the end of the musical. I've heard a lot of people say that they have bawled and cried at the end of this because it's more emotionally impactful. That's probably because you can spend $20 to $25 one time and rewatch the movie continuously, whereas you have to pay $80 to $100 each time you want to see the Wicked play on Broadway.
Right.
But this is going to be big. I don't think it's going to crack the 200 million, but I definitely see this being 150 million. This is probably going to beat a Minecraft movie. Nothing on the Minecraft movie, two completely different sides of the playing field here.
Exactly.
Different demographics. The same people who are crazy about the Minecraft movie are not going to be crazy about Wicked.
There you go. So,
but there's that.
But anyways, so yeah, like in conclusion, we don't think this is going to crack $1 billion because of the competition that it's got. But we know this will make money.
Mm-hmm.
So, but anyways, let's go ahead and move on to our next topic. Reviews for Rental Family have come out. This is another movie that's coming out this weekend, starring Brendan Fraser.
Is your theater getting this movie by chance, or are they just getting Wicked?
They're just getting Wicked.
So is mine.
They're just getting Wicked. They're not getting Rental Family, and they are not getting Sisu.
Nope.
Which I'm not surprised that my theater is getting Sisu, honestly. Michael, what are you talking about? Like, we don't talk about that movie. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? But yeah, currently 90% right now for Rental Family.
90% with 61 reviews. So this is going to be a mixed bag because a couple of these guys are not massive critics.
Oh, wait, can I hold on one sec?
Yeah.
No talking shit about Minecraft in here. Anyways, well, just want to get that out of the way because we ain't talking shit about Minecraft.
So the Culture Mix says it's an emotionally moving and utterly predictable, but Rental Family is elevated by talented performances. This drama struggles with balancing two different storylines, but the film has a lot to say about the importance of being genuine human connections. An enjoyable feel-good movie with tear-jerker elements from the aisle seat. Globe and Mail did not like this, saying, "This is a movie so tiny and inoffensive that it immediately evaporates from memory." Going down here to a couple people that I really trust, The Flickering Myth says, "There's a message regarding found family and the power of human connection that is admirable, and there's no denying the power of Brendan Fraser. But this is a story that is renting emotions rather than earning them." Going down here a little bit further to the film theater, they really enjoyed it. It's delightful stuff, so much so that one can envision this existing in the same universe as the Paddington movies for their shared warmth and universal charm. So, what do you think about what you've seen from these trailers? And are you excited to see this movie, or are you just more on the fence with this one from what you've seen?
It's a movie that I want to see. Like, I'll just say that. It's a movie that I do want to see. I'm not, like, going crazy about it. It's not like a movie that I want to, like, go out of my way to the theaters and go see.
Yeah.
It's a movie that if I find it on streaming one day and if it's on digital and it's at a good price to buy it, I probably will. But I do want to see it because of Brendan Fraser in particular. Like, Brendan Fraser has really made a comeback after The Whale, and him getting to probably do another Oscar-nominated role for him, more than likely. But again, we'll talk about that when we get to the December new releases, because I have a pretty firm answer who might get nominated for Best Actor. But anyways, but I do want to see it. Like, the reviews are like, okay, like, it's definitely very good from what I've been hearing. It's just not a movie I'm like in a rush to watch.
I feel like this is a movie that I will wake up on a day off of work and be like, this is going to be a movie to start my day off with a smile on my face. Because this feels like a very uplifting but emotional film with a great performance by Brendan Fraser. I don't think that this is going to make a lot of money, but with this movie, I don't think it needs to. This movie is more like an Oscar play.
Yeah.
We'll see how it plays, but I'm looking forward to seeing this one because I think this looks really charming. I think this looks really, really charming.
Like, you could definitely see this movie being played in theaters again when Oscar season rolls around. Like, if it's one of the nominees for Best Picture, this movie's going to play in theaters again.
Mm-hmm.
So, but again, we will see what we all got. Want to read a couple comments quick. What is your opinion on Megamind? I really enjoyed the first one, childhood, but do not watch the second one because it's a piece of shit. Let's see. Michael says it's gonna bomb, but I'm looking forward to it. I do want to see it, but again, my theater's not playing it, so I'm not in a hurry to see it. Like, if my theater was playing Sisu, I would absolutely go see it because I love that first one, but I probably have to wait till streaming to watch the second one, unfortunately. But anyways, on to the next topic. Labubu movie is on the way. Did I pronounce it wrong again?
No. Do you want to know why I'm laughing?
Why?
Do you know what the Labubus actually are?
No.
They are these creepy little fucking ass dolls.
Oh.
They are those dolls that are creepy as fuck. So I will show you this in just a second. There is a Labubu movie coming, but before I pop this up on screen, here's the thing. The movie is going to be like a Lego movie because no one thought that a Lego movie was going to work. Nobody thought that. It's either going to go the way of a Lego movie or it's going to go the way of the Emoji movie, where it's a stupid idea because they're capitalizing on something that's really strong at the time. This is it.
Oh my god, dude. Those are freaking creepy as hell.
Labubu, motherfucker. In development at Sony Pictures after they acquire the rights. This movie, Labubu Cinema is real. Sony Pictures has acquired screen rights to the Chinese brand and has set its sights on developing a feature film and potentially a franchise on the very trendy dolls that became a pop culture fixation over the past year. The project remains in an extremely nuanced state with no talent or producers attached. Though Labubu first hit the market in 2015, the line of fanged figurines only exploded in popularity over recent months. First among a cultish niche, then hitting the mainstream, they gotta have it mania. The toys from Chinese toy maker Pop Mart are available in a blind box format, meaning the character one is buying is a mystery. It's a mystery until opened. A packaging strategy that has contributed to the project. This is fucking stupid. Okay.
Yeah, let's just.
But here's
honestly,
the thing, right?
I think Noah. I think we can just sum this up perfectly by just saying this. This is the same studio that made the Emoji movie.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Now, and I do want to add, they didn't say that this was going to be animated or live action. What do you think of the Labubus, and have you seen them out and about?
I've never seen those out and about, so I can't comment on that.
Okay. At work, I see them a lot. Everyone thinks they're so fucking cute. Here's the thing. Okay? Labubus are not all that charming. They are ugly. They are cute. They were a cultish niche. I think they became popular because of TikTok. That's probably why they became popular. Because of a TikTok trend.
That's probably why.
How often do we use emojis now?
A dozen times. Pretty much a dozen times a day.
Mm-hmm. But how often do we think about the Emoji movie now?
We never think about it.
Okay, see? Because it's forgettable. Labubus, I think they hopped on this trend way too late. If they wanted to develop something, they have no actors, no script, no producer, no story. That's going to take at least another 6-7 months to even get down. And then you're a year away from going into production, filming, post, and then being in theaters, if it even comes out at all. And that's not saying it's going straight to theaters. Sony synonymously puts a lot of their stuff on Netflix because they get a lot of profit from Netflix. So this could just be a Netflix movie. This is going to be stupid because Labubu is not cute. It's a kid's toy that is becoming popular. I don't know why. It's going to be forgotten. It is not cute. It's uglier than my asshole. It's stupid. It is stupid. I hate Labubus. Why are we getting a fucking Labubu movie when we could legitimately get anything else, right? Tell me if this would be a good story, okay?
Yeah.
Tell me a story. Give me a biopic of how Martin Scorsese saw his first movie and wanted to make films. An actual film and not a documentary. A Quentin Tarantino story. Alfred Hitchcock. Or give me a story of this. Give me a story of Tom Brady being drafted in the NFL.
Well, not a Labubu movie.
Not a Labubu movie because those are memorable stories. They are memorable. Labubu will be remembered as a trend. I am surprised that we didn't get a... Oh, let me see if you remember these. Stretchy bands.
I do kind of remember those.
Okay. Fidget spinners.
Yep.
Those guys were popular. They were a trend. Labubus are the same. They're kind of forgotten now. But anyways, it's stupid. It's stupid. I think it's dumb.
But okay. So I actually want to also talk about this before we move into our next topic. So I'll just put up the recent trailers banner quick to kind of like breathe easy a little bit. Like I wanted to talk about this. Last week, we got our first look at Super Mario Galaxy, like our official first look. Honestly, just by that trailer alone, my most anticipated movie of 2026. Easy. Like, and also, Noah, did you see the trailer?
Yes, I did. I saw it. I think it looks really cute. I loved that beginning. But
freaking Bowser!
Thing I fucking hated is how Mario's just a complete dick. I mean, I felt sorry for Bowser. He made this painting, and it was legitimately good.
And then Mario was like, "It's trash."
It's trash. Well, fuck you, Mario.
Well, to be fair, like I mean, Bowser nearly killed Mario, so
yeah.
So he has every right.
And but here's my thing too. He kidnapped Luigi.
That's another thing.
He kidnapped Luigi, and Luigi was not nice and said, "Oh, it's good. It's trash." Oh, Jesus. But I'm really looking forward to seeing, though, the post-credit scene of the Super Mario Bros. Movie. We got Yoshi's Egg. I want to see.
They're probably going to market that more in the next couple trailers.
Exactly.
Probably. Like, I don't want them like to completely ditch that because of the fact they teased it at the end of the last movie. Mm-hmm. But before we go into our next topic, let's quickly talk about the casting choices that they got for 2 new characters.
Yep.
So we got Brie Larson coming in voicing Rosalina, which that was certainly something I was not expecting when I clicked after I watched the trailer. I was like, wow, they actually got Brie Larson, and I did not know how big of a Nintendo fan she was. Like, that's crazy.
She's huge. She's a huge Nintendo fan. She loves Mario to death.
Yeah, and it's crazy to hear. And then for Bowser Jr., a lot of people thought, from at least from the people I talked to, said that it just sounded like Jack Black doing a like kind of a high-pitched Bowser voice in a way. Mm-hmm. Nope. We got Benny Safdie, the director of The Smashing Machine, directing this one. Or no, not directing. Voicing Bowser Jr. Which I couldn't even tell that was Benny Safdie.
No, like, they did such a good job with that sound editing. They did a great job.
But like even like when you see that clip before they announce who's voicing Bowser Jr., I'm like, I still couldn't even tell that was Benny Safdie. Because like if you think of like how he talks in like Happy Gilmore 2, that doesn't sound like his character in Happy Gilmore 2. So
down. No.
not even close. Like this is like a completely different voice. Like he really disappeared into the role. So good for Benny Safdie. Good for him. And
Before we go on, though, how many times have you seen the Mario movie?
12 times.
Okay, so this movie is going to mean a lot more to you than it will a lot of other people because this is one of your most rewatched films ever, and it's slowly becoming one of mine. No matter how many times I tell myself I don't need to see this again so soon after. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm in the mood to watch it now. I'm in the mood to watch the movie now because it's just freaking joy. It brings me so much joy to watch Mario.
Like, and the movie just moves by like a speeding bullet. It's only an hour and a half. Like, if you only have like an hour and a half to kill before you have to like go to work or something like that, like that's like the perfect way to kill time.
And I do really have to say this too. My old co-host, his girlfriend's son, watched that movie on Peacock continuously. So she saw it and she's sick of it. I feel so sorry for her because
that's hilarious.
The same thing, but he loves Sonic now. He loves Sonic now, so that's awesome too. But
yeah, so like I've seen Mario 12 times. Like I saw it 3 times in theaters, and that was the very first movie I ever saw 3 times in theaters. So maybe I could break that record with Mario Galaxy, depending on how good it is. So we will see. I'm definitely very, very excited to finally check it out.
I don't think I'm ever going to break my record of the movie I saw the most times in theaters.
The most I've gone is 3 times.
The most I've gone is 6 or 7.
No, and no one do the brain rot thing in the chat. Please don't do that.
No.
But yeah, the most I've gone is 3 times. That's with Mario, Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem, Beetlejuice. I remember I saw 3 times. Beekeeper, I saw 3 times. I'm trying to remember all the movies I saw in theaters 3 times. I'll have to pull up my list on Letterboxd of movies I saw in theaters more than once. But what are some movies that like what was the movies that you've seen at least like 6 or 7 times in the theater?
It was back in 2011, and I went to go and see Transformers: Dark of the Moon 5 times. And then I think the movie I saw the most was Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. I think I saw that 6 or 7 times in the theater. I know I saw it at least 5. My grandma took me, and my mom and dad were not happy. They were not happy. But oh my lord,
Michael says only want to see in theaters twice as the Avengers. I've seen plenty of movies twice in theaters, or at least multiple times. I've seen 31 movies, like more than once in theaters. Zack Attack Reviews is in the building. What's going on, brother?
We got the Chief in the house. We got Chief Zach.
What's up, brother? Anyways, to kind of go off of what I was saying.
Jay, dude, holy shit.
Nobody knew about it, and the theater was empty, and I was the only one for several showings. That's crazy. Anyways,
Frozen? Holy shit. Wow.
Anyways, so yeah, like I said, Mario, Ninja Turtles, Beekeeper, Beetlejuice, Deadpool and Wolverine. I saw that one 3 times, and Nosferatu. I saw Nosferatu in theaters 3 times.
And I know that if you could have seen it more without work, I'm sure you would have. I'm sure you would have seen it more.
1,000%. Like that would have been the movie I would have seen the most times in theaters.
You could have gone every single day. I think you could have gone every single day if it wasn't for work, but also money. Because
exactly.
If you were in my town where my theater tickets cost $4, you would have gone every fucking day.
Oh, you bet. And
every
plus,
day.
and also another thing. Oh, don't fall. I have this on 4K, and I've now seen this movie 9 times.
Mm-hmm. And plenty more to come.
Exactly.
That's
I'll probably watch it in December around Christmas time because of the fact it came out around Christmas time last year.
that's a comfort film for you, isn't it now?
Dude, like I don't know if I'd necessarily say it's a comfort movie.
No,
like,
but it puts you in a good mood.
Yeah, and plus it's one of my all-time favorite movies now. So
Exactly.
Let's see. Zack Attack Reviews says, I've only seen a few movies multiple times in theaters. Dune 2, Eternals, and Everything Everywhere all at once. Good picks. Those are good ones.
Picks.
All right. Now, like I said earlier, we were going to do a trailer reaction for Project Hail Mary, the second trailer. I haven't even seen the first trailer, so I can't really comment on it. So I decided, since we have both seen this movie, it has come out on digital yesterday at the time of streaming this, I think it is a perfect time to talk about it. We're going to be talking about Shelby Oaks, Chris Stuckman's film. Yeah, we are going to be talking about Shelby Oaks. So, of course, like I said, this is written and directed by Chris Stuckman, famous YouTuber, of course. I'm going to go ahead and say this before I go over to Noah. Of course, like when I heard that Chris Stuckman was actually making his feature debut, I couldn't be more excited.
No.
Like I couldn't be. So yeah, I've been following Chris like for almost 10 years right now. Like I think the first video I saw of his was actually his review for Hardcore Henry, believe it or not.
Okay.
Like I think that was the first video I ever saw of his was his review for Hardcore Henry. And I've been following his channel ever since, like getting to see like, his different reviews, his Blu-ray collection videos, his hilariosities, retro rewinds. So, and the fact that he's kind of stepped away from talking about films negatively, I don't think is a bad thing.
I totally respect that.
And especially because he wanted to pursue his dream of being a filmmaker, and is because of a movie like this. Like none of that would be done. Like none of this would be done without anyone's support to Chris.
Exactly.
So, but regardless, Noah. So, what did you think of this movie?
So before I go into that, I've been following him for a long, long time. I think my first ever video I saw of his was the Smurfs review in 2011. I've been following him for that long. His tiny ass, his bed was in the background. So I mean, I've been following this dude for a long time. When he announced it, I was looking forward to it. And as you know, horror is not my niche. It's not my thing. But this movie, I hate to say it, this is one of the best horror movies of the entire year. I enjoyed this a lot more than I thought I initially would. This movie is well written, well directed, and well acted. However, I think the main issue is the budget was hindering a lot of this because a lot of the CGI, specifically in the third act, looked a bit off and wonky. But again,
this is due to budget constraints, so we can kind of give that a pass, but at the same time, it's noticeable.
See, and another thing that I want to give him a lot of credit for, he did not pull anything back. He pushed the boundaries. That ending scene involving a pillow, I did not see that coming.
No spoilers, by the way, because no spoilers, by the way, because I want you guys to see this movie. Yeah.
There's a scene with a pillow. That's all I'm going to say. A scene with a pillow that I did not see coming. I didn't think that it was going to head that direction. This movie is only an hour and 18 minutes without the end credits. It's creepy. It is well lit. It's well written. However, I really think that this could have used another run through in the editing bay because there are a couple scenes that were a little too long and some scenes that could have been cut out to make this a little bit tighter. And some of the performances were a bit off. I wanted a bit more from our lead's husband about what he thought about this because we don't really see his perspective. It's more her going on this mystery to figure out what happened to her sister. And I really enjoyed that. Specifically the scene in that prison. That scene, I'm telling you what, that scene, I don't like any movie set in a creepy prison, but when that thing was behind her, I'm goosebumps right now. But fucking shit. Look, I have goosebumps right now just thinking about it. It creeped the fuck out of me. I don't like creepy prisons. This movie got me, and I gotta say, I'm probably going to buy this Blu-ray. This is one of the best horror movies of the entire year. This is probably my third favorite behind Sinners and Weapons. And that's not just me saying because I love the guy to death. I respected him, and he's one of the reasons I became a film critic. And this movie, taking him out of it, this movie is a good independent film. Because with indie film, you need to judge it a little bit differently. But you can't ignore the flaws with it, because it is an indie film. It's a film like any other. This movie is very good. It's not great. With a couple of changes, I thought this could have been great, but I think this is a great debut for Chris Stuckman, and I look forward to seeing what he does in the very near future, and I hope he stays in this genre of horror, because I think for the next couple of films, this is what he wanted to do. He wanted to make horror. It's his favorite genre, and you can definitely tell that he took from this film and this film and this film, but he's paying homage and not stealing.
Exactly.
Luke,
So,
what did you think about it?
this was very good. Like, this is a very good debut from Stuckman. It's an interesting blend of three different horror genres, that of found footage and also like mockumentary kind of style, traditional horror, and supernatural. But that will also kind of lean a little bit into my negatives, which I'll get into in a second. Camille Sullivan as our main lead was very good here. She did a great job with her performance. Keith David is in this movie. He's fantastic here. The girl who plays as Riley, Mia's sister, very good here. It's a really creepy and intriguing mystery aspect that you're trying to follow along for this entire ride.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, like, Mia's character arc of basically wanting to find her sister, like, it's a really good character arc. Like, with how they kind of handle the mockumentary style in a way, kind of feels a little bit like Strange Harvest mixed with Lake Mungo.
Yeah.
Like, with these kinds of mysteries that they're trying to really pull off here. Morally vibes of Lake Mungo, because of the fact that Lake Mungo is like more of a mystery kind of movie than Strange Harvest is. But again, same kind of style with like the found footage aspects. Like, when you get to like the VHS like style shots of this movie, like, you can definitely tell. It felt like you were watching like a mockumentary like horror movie.
Yeah.
Or hell, it felt like you were watching like a true crime documentary.
Yeah.
Was kind of what this felt like. And this was very much inspired by like a true crime podcast from back in the day, is from what I know. So Chris Stuckman did a great job with that. Like you said, it's well written. And also, for a $1.5 million movie, this does not look like it was made for $1.5 million.
It's
like,
not.
when you look at the cinematography and like the color grading, like, this looks like it was something that was made for like at least $10 million.
And the fucking sound. I forgot.
Dude, the sound design is incredible. The score is really unsettling.
I'm not going to go into any big spoilers, but the scene with the house in the third act, that sound design was absolutely perfect, and the lighting in that latter half of that scene is specifically incredible. Now, I think we should also say we were not a backer on this film, so we are not getting anything from this. We are just watching this as one, film fans and also fans of his. But even if this film sucked, even if it sucked, just because we're fans of his, we would not be kissing his ass. If the movie was bad, we would be completely honest and say it's bad. But we're being so genuine. I like this movie a lot, and I cannot wait to see what this is.
Exactly. Or basically, like, what you're trying to say, like, if we thought the movie sucked, we're not trying to like, sugarcoat it.
Exactly.
Like this to do it in like that kind of like word it that way.
Exactly.
But anyways, because I'll just point this out just really quick, and we're not going to go into too much detail.
No.
The discourse surrounding this movie on Twitter has been incredibly toxic.
Yeah, which is stupid.
like even if you're like non-fans of Chris Stugman just bashing this movie, just watch the movie and determine it for yourself. Like any movie that has been like review bombed with something like this, just don't listen to the review bombers. Just watch the movie and interpret it for yourself, and we can talk about it in a respectful manner. Now, gonna leave it there. My issues with this movie, like Noah said, the CGI and the effects with the low budget, you can definitely, they're noticeable. Like they're very, very noticeable. So it's not like too much of an issue, but at the same time, it's like it kind of holds the film back a little bit. But the one thing that honestly kind of held this film back for me personally was the supernatural elements. Like especially when you get to the attic scene, that needed some work in the script. Honestly, like that's the part of the script where I feel like it really needed some work
because it wasn't explained. It was
exactly
not
like
why this happened.
Like they bring it up, but it's like they don't do any development with it. Like they don't really explain upon it and like why this entity is like haunting Mia and Riley. Like it doesn't really do anything with it.
Exactly. It's mostly it's haunting them because they tease a little bit, but they don't explain why. And what I thought was really interesting is that they decided to wait until the third act to basically say it's after both of them.
Exactly. I think if you like extended the film just a little bit more and you built upon it within like the first act and then come back to it in the third act, it would have helped it a lot more. And maybe it could have been like the next level classic, like everyone was like expecting this to be.
Exactly. But
so
that's not saying he can't do it in the future.
Exactly.
And there's also something called a sophomore slump. So he could hit that, but also he's Stuckman. He knows how to what goes into a good film, but he's also a human being. Everybody has a bad day at the office. If his next film is bad, we will be honest. If it's good like this, fully honest. But regardless, see Shelby Oaks, rent it and buy it on digital. We didn't get the ability to see it in theaters.
Because no theater close to me was playing it, unfortunately.
No theater near me was either.
So yeah, but if you guys got a chance to see Shelby Oaks in theaters, let us know your thoughts of the movie in the comments below or just in the live chat if you guys are still watching. As far as a grade goes, I'm going to give Shelby Oaks a B+. I think, honestly, it has its faults, but it's still a very good debut from Stuckman, and I want to see everything this man does for his directing career.
I'm going to go with a B for this one. I think the pacing hurt it just a little bit more for me than you, but the CGI was a minor factor, but it was most of the pacing for me and the non-explaining of why this was happening.
Like this entity kind of came in. So
yeah,
that was the thing you're talking about.
Yeah, that, but also explain the name of it too, because it's more just the entity, because everything else had a name. Everything else has a name, and the entity, yeah, it's creepy when you don't know the name, but I would like to know a name to it.
Exactly. So once again, what did you guys think of Shelby Oaks if you did see it? Are you guys a fan of Stuckman? What kind of movie you guys want to see him make in the future? Like, let me know that as well down in the comment section below. All right, let's get to it. December release schedule. Let's talk about the new releases that are coming up in December.
Okay.
And it is going to be a stacked month.
This is a stacked month. Okay, so did you want to do the big releases and the VID or just the theater?
Let's just go over the movies that are just overall coming out in December, like I have been doing.
Yep.
since like that we have been doing for the show. Like we just go on like the Wikipedia page and show that off.
Okay.
But this is still fine too.
Okay. So, December 1st, Netflix has Troll 2. This is a remake of Troll 2. It's going to be a movie that's going to be on Netflix, completely forgotten.
Yeah, more than likely. Also, I want to point out, Mr. Zack Attack Review says like Shelby Oaks a lot, just has a lot of flaws. It is a flawed movie, but it is very good. I do think it is very good. Let's take a look and see what else we got here.
The Merchants of Joy. This is a documentary that I think looks very interesting. I have been offered a screener for this one, so expect a review for that one very, very soon. November 2nd, we're just going to pass over that one. November 3rd,
December 3rd.
December 3rd. 2 Christmas films. Oh, What Fun on Prime. This one looks very interesting. Good cast here. Our lead is Michelle Pfeiffer, and this is a comedy. It looks like it's going to be a very Christmassy-esque drama, but it's Prime. Their Christmas films, Red One, have not been all that good. My Secret Santa is a Netflix comedy that I don't think looks very good, but we could be surprised here.
All right.
The 5th. This is a big day.
This is the big day right here. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. And just by the IP alone, money. Like, this movie is going to make money. Like, I'm calling it. And Noah, did you see the first one?
Yes, I did. I went to theaters on opening night. I wasn't actually a fan of the first movie all that much. I didn't think it was more of a horror film. It was more of a family drama for me because they didn't really focus on the horror. They mainly focused on the family drama of Josh and his sister.
Right.
And
but it still has the horror aspects that you would expect from Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yes, but for me, that this film is leaning more into the horror-esque of this whole entire games. I was not a gamer. I did not play any of the games. I know nothing about this. I'm going into this from a movie perspective. So I'm looking forward to this one because I want it to legitimately scare me, but I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with Lillard and Skeet Ulrich coming back in a film again. That's what I am most looking forward to because I don't know anything about it besides that, and it's Five Nights at Freddy's. Well, Matthew
Lillard's playing the same character that he played in the first movie.
Yeah.
So again, but I have played the games, and technically Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is a prequel to Five Nights at Freddy's.
Okay.
But of course, like with this one, it's a sequel, of course. So they're kind of doing it a little like reverse psychology with this one. But we'll see where they go here. I might sound stupid just saying that, but that's because of like I have other friends that are also Five Nights at Freddy's fanatics.
Mm-hmm.
So and like they would just tell me like all of like the lore and everything like that, and like how the games would go in order.
Yeah, I have the same thing. I have a couple of friends who are like foaming at the mouth for it because they know the lore, and I know that before we go and see the movie, I will be getting calls and texts and being talked to at work about the lore that I will just be one ear and out the other because I don't know them.
Exactly. So anyways, we'll point out these other couple ones here. Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair. So it's the 5-hour cut of both Kill Bill 1 and 2.
Yep.
And Jay Kelly, which is going to be finally landing on Netflix December 5th.
Finally. And if you want to see it in theaters, it's in select theaters now just for a couple more weeks.
Yep. And then Merrily We Roll Along. I do want to see it because it has Daniel Radcliffe in it.
Yep.
Big fan of his. Zack Attack Reviews says Five Nights at Freddy's is a kid's entry horror film. Yep. It is, but I will still honestly never forget my experience with that because it was a completely sold out theater when I went and saw it. So I honestly can't imagine like how much more packed it's probably going to be for the second one. probably just about the same.
Probably just about the same.
So I'm gonna definitely have to order my tickets ahead of time, like for that one, like for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, let's go ahead and check out next week.
I want to point out two more.
Okay.
Thackham Hall. Okay, if you haven't seen the trailer for this one, holy shit, this looks like hard R balls to the wall, full on offend you British comedy. Did you see one called the Wicked Little Letters?
Wicked Little Letters. Yeah, I did see that one.
It's basically the same style, but it's more offensive.
Okay.
It's going to be balls to the wall. It's great. And this one, I'm looking forward to this one mainly because I read the books. I'm going to watch it. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Last Straw. It's not going to be great. It's not. But it's not going to be my live action ones.
I have only watched the first one of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies on Disney Plus, and I did not like it at all. So I just didn't have any interest from going any further.
I completely get that. Just for me, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm pissed off because Merrily We Roll Along is going to be a Fathom event only.
Damn it!
Which I think is bullshit. And the only reason I know that is because I saw it in front of the Christmas ring.
Wow. Anyways, let's see. Those are just digital releases right there, like Strangers. Wait, no, actually go back up. I think physical releases for Good Fortune and Strangers Chapter 2, but a digital release for Christie, which I already have pre-ordered on digital, and I cannot wait to finally check it out. Dude, a lot of people have been saying that is Sydney Sweeney's best performance so far, which I'm not shocked. I mean, dude, like she did a lot of training for this role.
Going to the chat, Acres, we will talk about that one in just a little bit.
Oh, for a favorite performance of the year? Song Sung Blue.
Yep.
Best movie of the year?
Probably not, but
no. He was just asking best movie of the year in general.
Oh, now, Luke, you go first.
One Battle After Another.
I'm going with you. One Battle After Another is the best movie of the year. It is going to win the Oscar for Best Picture, and I will be raising my fist, winning at $50 more on Oscar night, and I'm gonna have hey.
Let's see.
I told you guys early. Eat me.
Let's see. Also, Acres movie says favorite performance of the year. That's a tough question, but I think if I really had to go with my gut right now, probably Jacob Elordi and Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein.
If I had to say my favorite performance right now, I'm not seeing Wicked till tomorrow. So,
but just like as of today, it would have to be Michael B. Jordan in Sinners. It has to be. It's a good choice.
Has to
be.
But
anyways,
completely separate roles.
So a lot of these are either re-releases physical media or something like that, which we're going to talk about on Blu-ray.com once we get this one done. So
December 10th on Amazon Prime. Merv, which I'm happy to say the dog does not die, because it has been seen and reported that the dog does not die, which for a lot of dog people like me and like you, that helped us.
Yep.
This is a big day.
December 12th, Wake Up Dead Man.
Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery, finally comes to Netflix. It'll be in theaters on Thanksgiving weekend. I will not be able to see it in theaters. I don't think that you will either.
I don't think I will be able to, but if the Cinemark an hour away from me does end up playing it, I'm gonna see if I can try to convince my parents to take me to see it, because I really want to see it in theaters before it hits Netflix.
But I know you're excited about the next movie on the list as well.
Silent Night, Deadly Night. Hell yeah. I really do think that Silent Night, Deadly Night needed a modern remake. And we also got Corey Cunningham from Halloween Ends, Rowan Campbell, playing as the Killer Santa. I can't fucking wait, dude. This is going to be awesome. And then
Ella
Ella
McKay.
McKay, that one looks all right. I mean, it's a political drama with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yep.
I think it's from the director of the movie As Good as It Gets with Jack Nicholson.
Mhm.
It looks all right. I mean, I just hope it's not like politics overload. Like, something like, Eddington or a House
Yeah.
of Dynamite.
Influencers. This is interesting here because there is another movie called The Influencers, which is a beach film.
Jay,
It's
by the
a
way, I want to, sorry to cut you off, Noah. Jay, it is a remake of
Yeah.
Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Yep, it's a remake. So I think that this is going to be a little bit forgotten because there is another movie made also by Shudder with the same name. Just want to point that out. If you have not seen F1 yet and you haven't bought it yet, it's going to be on Apple TV Plus on December 12th.
Which, honestly, you guys should go out and get the physical release. Honestly, it's like that movie's like demo quality 4K right there.
Give me just a second. There we go. I have to plug that in. Okay.
The Grinch for a 25th anniversary. I don't think I'll be able to see this in theaters. As much as I would like to, it probably won't happen.
I have a feeling that that's one where Michael's going to try and go. I know he's.
I mean, we did a watch along for it last year, so. Michael, Michael keeps asking, what do you think of the Cena winning the IC title? And also think of his retirement tour.
Him winning the title, I think it's great because it's come full circle now. He's a Grand Slam champion now. What I think of his retirement tour, I think his heel turn was a bit shit because they went nowhere with it because The Rock fell out of the storyline. He didn't want to do anything with it. And Travis Scott was kind of there and stupid. When he did a couple good things without them there, at the end of his heel run, it was great. But you know my feelings on Cena. He's my boy, my favorite celebrity of all time. December 13th is going to be a very sad day for me. You will be seeing a grown man cry. I'm watching my childhood go away. That's basically my way of saying that's it. But to keep it short and sweet, I like him winning the title. I know he's probably going to be the champion in his last match, I think. And if he's not, he's going to have a great match with Gunther and go out on top and have a great speech at the very, very end and send the crowd home in tears, but also with smiles on our faces. But thank you, Cena, for all you did for me and everybody in our childhoods. Back to
all right. Let's get back to the movies here. I think those are some more physical releases or something like that. Let's just keep going.
Yeah. We're gonna go.
But again, we're gonna talk about this when we get to the physical media segment. But we'll be going to Blu-ray.com to be talking about that.
Big week here.
This is the big week. Okay, December 19th. This is the big week here. Like we said earlier, Avatar: Fire and Ash, $2 billion, right there, easy enough. I really liked Way of Water, but I didn't love it like everybody else did. But the trailers for this one really won me over. Like, they're going for a different story this go around. They're going for tribe versus tribe because of the fact we didn't really get that in the second one. It was just the same story that we got in the first one, like, and also the same villain, which was disappointing. But all new villain, like all new story. I'm really excited to see where they go here. I'm really, really excited. And I never thought I would say that about Avatar 3. Like, because I'll be honest, when I saw the trailer for Avatar: The Way of Water, I was not sold on it whatsoever. I was like, I just kept seeing that trailer so many times, and I'm like, I'm so over it at this point. Like, can the movie just come out so I can stop seeing the damn trailer? So, but this one really won me over because, like I said, they're doing something different. I mean, of course, I can't wait to go back into the world of Pandora once again. Yeah, it's going to be great. Calling it right now. It's going to be great. And then SpongeBob movie, The Search for SquarePants. Really
looks
take it or leave it, honestly.
That I hate to say it, that looks shit. It looks like shit.
I'll tell you this though, looks better than the Sandy Cheeks movie.
It looks a lot better. I
mean,
have a feeling it's going to be in the same park as the Sandy Cheeks and the Plankton movie, but the Plankton movie is actually watchable and decent.
That's kind of what I'm saying. It's like I think it would be like more like in the ballpark of Plankton the movie, because at least Plankton wasn't like, you know, like abysmal bad or like, you know, unwatchable. Like Plankton the movie is watchable. Like the Sandy Cheeks movie is just absolutely unwatchable.
Yeah.
Like so maybe with this one they might win me back over with SpongeBob, but if it can kind of continue like on the level of Plankton the movie, I think we're in good hands. But
Housemaid.
This one I'm really looking forward to. I also just started reading the book, so I want to read the book before seeing the movie. I'm really looking forward to the movie. Sydney Sweeney, Amanda Seyfried. I'm really looking forward to it. I remember the director. Oh yeah, Paul Feig. He's directing this one.
Yeah, Paul Feig. Yeah. He does a lot of these book films. His last great one, I think, was A Simple Favor, which I also read.
The first one, to be precise. The first one.
Yeah, the first one. I love the book. I love the movie as well. So I hope that it's the same level as this.
Absolutely.
Is this thing on?
That's the
film.
Directed by Bradley Cooper.
It's gonna be decent, I think. It's not gonna do anything though. I think it's gonna come and go and have a life on streaming. David Angel Studios film, they're only doing this because it's a faith-based film coming out around the Christmas holiday. That's the only reason it's coming out. I think you could have saved this for Easter, but they're doing the Passion of the Christ too. So,
and then once again, physical releases.
Digital.
But again, we'll go to Blu-ray.com after this and we'll talk about those. Okay.
This is my week.
Christmas is the week. So we got Song Sung Blue, new film starring Kate Hudson and Hugh Jackman. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Anaconda. I'm really looking forward to Anaconda. I did not know this until a couple of weeks ago. It's the same director as The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent with Nicolas Cage. And I'm like, this seems perfect for that. Like, this seems perfect. Paul Rudd and Jack Black working together with Steve Zahn and a couple other people, remaking Anaconda.
Mm-hmm.
So this movie is going to be extremely meta. Like, I can already tell. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. The trailers were funny. It looked really stupid also, but that's kind of like the magic of Anaconda.
Exactly.
Because if you guys have seen the original Anaconda with Ice Cube and John Voight,
it's ridiculous.
It's terrible. Like, it's a terrible movie, but damn it, it is so much fun.
But it's much better than The Hunt for the Blood Orchid.
Yeah, the original Anaconda is a lot of fun. It's a terrible film though, but it's so bad that it's so damn funny. Like, I mean, Ice Cube taking an axe to a snake head.
Yeah.
You can't really get that anywhere else. Like, come on now. So, yeah, you guys definitely got to check out Anaconda, the original. And I'm really excited for this new one. But this one in particular, Marty Supreme with Timothée Chalamet from director Josh Safdie. This is my most anticipated film for the rest of the year. Now that I've seen The Running Man, this is now my number one most anticipated. I did not know what this movie was about until I saw the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a loose, true story about this is loosely based on a true story about a guy who wanted to chase the dreams of becoming the American dream of table tennis.
Yep.
Like, it's loosely based on a true story. I looked this up yesterday. That it is a loosely based true story. But yeah, Timothée Chalamet. This is what I was talking about earlier when it came to like best actor performances. Timothée Chalamet is going to be nominated for best actor. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. Like, he's going to get nominated. And also, first reactions for this film have been calling it the best film of the year.
And I've also heard that he could be the one to win the Best Actor.
I still want Leo to win, but that also depends if I get a chance to see Marty Supreme before the end of the year.
I'm gonna be honest with you. 4 films in this week are in my top 10 most anticipated for the rest of the year. I am stupidly excited for The Testament of Ann Lee, Song Sung Blue, and Marty Supreme. The Choral, being a choir kid, this is gonna be for me. This is gonna be a drama with Ray Fiennes, and it's gonna be a slower paced film. He does a lot of these like war period piece type films. He's basically trying to lead this group of teenagers going into the army to be in a choir. That's basically what he's trying to do.
Acres of Movie says, did you and Luke meet in choir? No.
No. Nope. We did not.
Nope, we did not meet in choir.
Nope.
So, but anyways,
Song Sung Blue, I think it looks really, really fun. I
definitely do want to check that out. Like, I'm not like jumping up and down for it, but it's a movie I do want to see.
Yeah. Now, The Testament of Ann Lee. This movie looks fucking great. This movie is... Look at this cast. Amanda Seyfried, Lewis Pullman, Thomas Ian McKenzie, and Christopher Abbott. A biography, musical, drama.
Do you know who's directing that?
It is Mona. I clicked on the wrong one. Mona Fastfold.
Oh, okay. Oh, she worked on The Brutalist.
Yes. Yep.
All right.
That's going to be a very wild week. I think that's going to be great. And coming down here, we do have to say this as well because it is coming out. It's technically going to theaters. The Stranger Things series finale, The Right Side Up. Are you a fan of Stranger Things? Have you seen the series?
I've only gotten through halfway through season 1. I have not watched the show all the way through. It's a show that's honestly not really on my priority list, even though I probably should make it a priority because of the fact that season 5 is coming out and also the series finale is going to be released in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
But like, honestly, like there's been other shows where it's like, I would rather make those a priority more than Stranger Things. Like in particular, like Fallout, The Studio. Hell, I'm going to make Supernatural a priority here very soon. Mm-hmm. So, because I want to start binge watching that show.
I would also put the Pit there as well. I think you would love The Pit.
All right, there you go.
But that'll end this one. But
I also want to point out another thing that's coming out in December as far as TV. Fallout Season 2.
Fallout Season 2.
Yep. The first episode is premiering of Season 2 in December. And I'm going to announce this again. Next month, spoiler discussion for Season 1 to build up for Season 2. And we're going to be doing episode week-to-week recaps. So, look forward to that.
And now... You and Michael are going to be doing the
Me and Mike are going to be doing that.
Mike, okay.
So, me and Mike are going to be doing week-to-week recaps. So, now let's get to the December physical releases, and we've got a lot.
So, December 2nd. This is more of a smaller week, I would think, but there's still quite a bit coming out. This is big. For me personally, Tom and Jerry, The Golden Era Anthology. This comes with over 118 shorts theatrically released to Blu-ray. Why is this a big deal to me? Because they took a lot of these off of Max.
That is unfortunate.
They did that with the Looney Tunes, and they did that with Tom and Jerry. So if you want to see them, you have to get the physicals, or you have to watch them on a cable channel, which Boomerang's going out anyways.
Or Tubi.
Yeah. Or Tubi.
So
If you're a 4K fan, Ted Lasso, The Richmond Way, which is the complete series. It's no longer the complete series anymore. That's
let's see.
4K.
And then
Fiction.
also Pulp Fiction getting a re-release on Steelbook. Wicked getting a re-release on Steelbook as well.
Monk,
Monk.
the complete series.
So, yeah, we got a lot coming out that day. Five Nights at Freddy's getting a Steelbook re-release. Or maybe that's just maybe that is a new Steelbook.
I think that is a new Steelbook, I think.
Yeah, because I actually remember right. If I actually remember right, there was no Steelbook release when the film initially came out.
No.
It was just a DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
so,
and Dirty Work is getting a Blu-ray now.
Well, a new release Blu-ray, because originally it was released on Blu-ray from Olive Films.
Yeah. And they were a bit, woo.
Yep. Let's go to December 9th.
December 9th.
Minority Report getting a 4K. I might have to cop that. That is one of my favorite Steven Spielberg movies. Catch Me If You Can. That's my favorite Spielberg movie, but I got the Steelbook for that already. Top Secret's got a 4K. I mean, Airplane and Top Secret are getting 4Ks, but I have the Zaz collection that has those and the Naked Gun. So I don't really need that. Let's see. Nacho Libre is getting a 4K from Kino. Emperor's New Groove, 4K.
New Groove.
Boogie Nights.
4K of Anaconda.
Yep. Also Boogie Nights.
Right there. Boogie Nights.
Let's see what else.
4K Steelbook of Dogma.
And then a new 4K for Walking Tall. One for 4K for Jarhead. Let's see what else we got. Southpaw getting a 4K Steelbook. Good Fortune also getting a 4K Steelbook, which I cannot wait to own that movie.
American Psycho 4K uncut version.
Yep, the uncut version. I mean, the regular 4K I do have also has the uncut version as well.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon. Is that season 2?
Here. This is season 3, I think. 2?
Season
3.
3. Okay. I'm Still Here is finally getting a Blu-ray.
Finally.
It's not a movie I would particularly rewatch, but it is a movie I would like to own.
Mm-hmm.
The Strangers Chapter 2. I don't know. I really don't know if I'll own that, honestly. I mean, if I ever do, it's just for completion's sake only. That would be the reason why. But honestly, for now, I'm not buying it.
No.
Because honestly, as I'm sitting here right now, that is my number one worst of the year, is The Strangers Chapter 2. Fuck that movie.
Dead of Winter.
That's a movie I do want to check out. I've heard pretty good things about it.
I think you're really interested in Rabbit Trap.
I do want to see. I don't think I've seen Rabbit Trap. That's a new one.
Dev Patel is leading this. It's from Magnolia, and it's a mystery thriller. When a musician and her husband move to a remote house in Wales, the music they make disturbs a local ancient folk magic, bringing a nameless child to their door who is intent on infiltrating their lives.
That seems interesting. That seems really, really interesting. I'll have to put that one on my watch list. Carlito's Way getting a new 4K remaster from Arrow. See, nothing really much else I see here. Let's go ahead and continue. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4K from Arrow. Also, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Dante's Peak, Boogie Nights get the Steelbook.
Babe, Pig in the City.
Yeah, Babe and Babe Pig in the City. Jarhead getting a Steelbook. Yeah, dude, there's
Pink
a
Panther.
lot. Pink Panther, dude. Wolf of Wall Street getting a re-release on Steelbook. What else?
Double feature of both the Blades, Babe
and Babe Pig in the City.
Uh,
Yeah, there's really
going
not much
down
else for that one. December 23rd. This is a big one. Black Phone 2.
and the
Getting
Big Bold Beautiful Journey.
and Big Bull Beautiful Journey, but you know which one I'm more looking forward to. I'm definitely looking forward to picking up Black Phone 2.
Black Phone 2.
Will I own a Big Bull Beautiful Journey? Probably, but I don't know. I'm not like in a hurry to buy it like I am Black Phone 2. Like Black Phone 2 is like that's a movie I need to own in my collection.
And
and
Perfect
then
Blue.
Perfect Blue, I want to own that. That's a fantastic film.
I've never seen that one. I've heard it's a hard watch, and that's why I haven't watched it yet.
It is a hard watch, but it's a movie that I do think you should at least watch once.
Yeah.
Like it is very, very similar to Black Swan.
Okay.
Like I'm just gonna let you know that right now. Like it's a little bit more of a harder watch than Black Swan. Like I'll just let you know that right now. Then Cloud Atlas is getting a 4K from Shout Select. I have been wanting to see it. I still haven't seen it, but yeah, out of all those releases, Tales from the Dark Side is getting a 4K Steelbook. That's pretty cool. But out of all the releases, easily I'm easily picking up Black Phone 2.
Ending it out here. Breakdown is getting a 4K Gator Bait collection. Oh boy. I didn't know that this was coming out. The Good Night and Good Luck Play live from Broadway is getting a Blu-ray.
Nice.
That's very intriguing. I have yet to see that or the original film.
See, City Hunter is getting a Blu-ray.
Marmalade is getting a Blu-ray, a re-release on Blu-ray. And that will end it.
That should do it.
But
so, all right.
That's
not the end of the show because you know what time it is. Physical media pickups, baby. All right. So, Noah, you got some stuff you want to show off?
I don't have anything on physical, but I have some stuff on digital that I just got. Not. So, being at my new store, I'm not right by a Walmart, so it's hard to get out there now.
Right.
So, I've been doing a lot of digital shopping for cheap, and a lot of these were ridiculously cheap, like $5. So, let me bring this up, and we will just go to the ones that I just bought for ridiculously cheap, and here we go. Let me send that. Here we go. So, the ones that I just bought, Wakefield was $5. If nobody has seen this movie, it's ridiculously slow. It's very slow. But it's all about this guy who basically wants to see how his family actually acts when he's not around and wants to know just what it's like in the house without him. It's a very quiet film, not a lot of talking until we get to the last 45 minutes, but it's a very poignant, smart, and emotionally funny film.
All right.
The Marine with John Cena was $5, and I wanted to revisit this one. I saw it a number of times as a kid, and I loved it. I got the director's cut of Troy, 3 hours and 15 minutes. I have seen the original cut in school. I have not seen the 3 hour and 15-minute version. Last of the Mohicans, the same thing. I have seen the original cut, but not the definitive director's cut, which I believe is like 6 minutes longer, I think. So I want to see what's added. A Real Pain was $5 on a digital buy. I love that movie. It was my first movie of the entire year. Great movie. This was a pack here with About Schmidt, The Bucket List, Mars Attacks, and the Witches of Eastwick was in a 8-film set. No, a 9-film set, and I already had the other 5, but I mainly got it because of About Schmidt and The Bucket List. I wanted to see both of those, and I got all of those films for a total of $13.
Nice.
Paddington on digital. Paddington on digital is one that I just had to have because I have the Blu-ray, yes, but I don't always have access to the Blu-ray. So if I want to watch it on my laptop here or on my TV and I'm too lazy to get up and watch it and grab it, it's right there. The Music Man, it's one of my favorite musicals. It's great. I love that movie. 2.5 hours. It's a classic. And finally, Sister Act and Sister Act 2. Those are ones that my parents love. I want to actually sit down and watch those because I've never seen those all the way through. But there's that, and everything else is a rental. So like a Chris Mystery, Infidelity, the 12 Toys of Christmas, and the Beldam are all new release films that I rented.
All right. So is that it?
Yep, that's it.
All right. Michael says 12 Rounds with Cena was better than The Marine. I have not seen either movie. I own both of them, but I haven't seen them. Paddington was one of the best of the year, and its sequel came out. I mean, I love all three of them. Honestly, I love all three of them.
Yeah.
Love Actually had a recent cinema release, and maybe we'll be back again. Yeah. Mars Attacks has a 4K out too. I just have the Blu-ray for Mars Attacks. Yeah, 12 Rounds was really fun. Good deal on those movies that you got, Noah. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Jay.
But all right. So I got a pretty decent stack of stuff here. The first 5 pickups I picked up at the pawn shop yesterday, all for $5 a piece. So this is completely random, but again, it was $5, so I couldn't really pass on it. So for this and the next one, I need to go hunting for the other seasons on Blu-ray. So I bought season 12 of Supernatural.
Okay.
Because it was $5.
Wow.
It was dude, it was $5. Like all the Blu-rays in my pawn shop are $5. Like you can't pass on that.
No, you can't. You can't.
Especially for an entire season of television. Hell yeah. Well, speaking of that, season 5 of Justified. So now I just had to get 1 through 4 and 6, and then I'm complete on the show. And it is one of my all-time favorite shows. Even though I think season 4 and 5 are kind of the lesser seasons of the show, but they're not like big drop-offs from the rest of the show.
Yeah.
Because that show is so damn good. Like honestly, that might be my favorite cop show that was on TV.
Okay.
So, I mean, Timothy Olyphant, great actor. I mean, he's fantastic in that show. Walton Goggins is great too. Like that was like the one that like really like kicked off like the whole like A-list for Walton Goggins. So, and then this one, I saw that this was there, and I was like, oh boy, the nostalgia hit me. So I decided to go and pick it up just for the hell of it. Gulliver's Travels with Jack Black. I remember renting this movie. I think we rented this from Family Video when it came out. I remember liking this a lot as a kid, but of course, over time, this one has not aged well at all. But again, this was $5, and I'm like, you know what? I guess I'll get it, honestly. Nostalgia. So if I watch it again and I still like it, it's nostalgia, okay? What about Timothy and Alien Earth? He was good in that, but that show was honestly not good. Speaking of nostalgia, guy, The Three Musketeers, Mickey, Donald, and Goofy in The Three Musketeers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nostalgia. And I never usually buy documentary Blu-rays or even just movies in general. Last one I think I bought was the movie Inside Job, which took place around the 2008 Wall Street stock market crisis.
Mm-hmm.
But I bought March of the Penguins on Blu-ray. I've been seeing this the last couple of times I've gone to the pawn shop and no one's bought it. So I was like, you know what? I'll get this. And it's a good movie. It is a good movie. Yeah. A really good documentary. All right. Criterions. Been trying to take advantage of the Criterion sale. So first 3 are the Wes Anderson films I needed on Criterion. So Moonrise Kingdom, love that artwork.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
And yep, this is my favorite Wes Anderson movie. Incredible. And then we got The Grand Budapest Hotel. Speaking of amazing artwork. That is just amazing.
For a great movie.
Another great movie. And then Isle of Dogs on 4K, which this and the Grand Budapest Hotel did come with posters. I actually hung up my one already for this one, Isle of Dogs. I still have yet to put up my one for the Grand Budapest Hotel. And then this one, Michael sent over to me, Altered States. Very good psychological body horror film, but it is a weird movie. But it is very good. And then these two I'm going to put together here. This is Spinal Tap and Spinal Tap 2. I actually just finally watched this for the first time this month. Awesome movie. I can't believe it took me so long to get to it. And then this one, for being a sequel that was long delayed, about 40 years, was actually really damn good. So, yeah, I really enjoyed both of those movies. And those out the way. All right, the next up I bought Downton Abbey, the grand finale. I have the first two movies on Blu-ray. I have not seen this yet. I was intending to see this in theaters, but time got away from me. But, okay, here's a movie that I did see in theaters, and this is the hardest I've laughed in a theater since Jackass Forever, The Naked Gun.
Naked Gun.
This movie is hilarious. It's hilarious. And I still want to show Justin that movie because I went and saw that one by myself.
It's freaking funny.
Dude,
he's gonna love it. He's gonna love it, dude.
He wasn't sold by the trailers, but I literally told him, like, it's way funnier than the trailers are. Like,
they go way further.
And especially for a PG-13 comedy. Like, look at this.
They go far.
This is a PG-13 movie, and they go far with this one.
They push the limits with that PG-13.
Dude, it's great. You guys can definitely expect that one to be on my best of the year list for sure. You're gonna see the Naked Gun on that list. Naked Gun should have been R. It still works great as PG-13, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, God, it's too funny. Like, who's gonna arrest me? Other cops? Yes. Is she serious? Is he serious? No. Oh God. Sometimes you just gotta look back and say, that was awesome. All right. And now I'll remove the discs here really quick so I can actually show the full steelbook. I think no one knows what I'm about to show, but for anyone that doesn't know, I bought the 4K steelbook of Him, a movie that everybody loved to shit on this year, but it's really not that horrible.
It's really not that bad. I got a lot of enjoyment out of it.
Me too. So here's the front and back of the steelbook in its full image. But now, the real reason why I bought this steelbook, besides, of course, this awesome image, is because the inside has my favorite shot of the movie.
It's badass.
Here we go. Look at that. Look at that. I couldn't pass on this one, dude. It's not that great of a movie, but it certainly is a fun watch. But this steelbook, I could not pass up on this. Even though I do like the Blu-ray and 4K cover, I like the steelbook more. But also, I'll show you but I also did keep the J card for this.
Okay.
Show you the back. This right here is my favorite poster of the movie. This is the best poster. And speaking of horror movies, I guess somewhat body horror movies, because him in some ways is a body horror movie.
Yeah. Yeah, it's more of a body horror than anything else.
It's like Altered States in a sense, a psychological body horror film.
Yeah, there you go.
But not like as weird. And but speaking of body horror films, honestly, the best body horror film I've seen in a while. Together.
Yeah, that's a solid movie.
This might be a little bit controversial. I like this one a little bit more than The Substance.
Oh, really?
I do. I love this movie. Like, it's a really, really creative concept. Like, and plus, I think the chemistry between Dave Franco and Alison Brie is magnificent. Like, and it has a great balance of, like, you know, like the body horror, the drama, and the comedy, because this movie is also hilarious.
And a lot of romance in there too.
A lot of romance in this one, and also great messaging about toxic relationships.
Yep.
So I'm just being completely honest, and also I would rather watch this over The Substance, mainly because it's also a lot faster to get through.
Oh God, yeah.
And plus, it's not like, as grotesque as The Substance.
No,
honestly,
that one knew what it was doing. The Substance was mostly for it's a good movie, right? It's a very good movie.
I really love The Substance, but honestly, together I think is a little bit better.
So it's so much better. The pacing is better, but I personally think the acting's better.
And that's totally fair. I mean, I'm glad The Substance got Oscar recognition because it deserved it. But together, I think, honestly, had much more going for it, at least in my opinion. I know this might be a really controversial take, but I really loved this movie. You're not going to tell me that film is better than The Substance? Clicking off the video? Well, shut up, Michael. You haven't even watched this movie. It's freaking great.
It's a damn good movie. That might have to be a watch along for next year. Probably,
honestly, but yeah, this is another one you guys can probably expect to see in my favorite movies of the year video, like for sure. This is probably going to end up pretty high on the list. Well, not super high, but this will definitely end up on the list.
Yeah, I'm going to guess right now it's probably going to be in your top 15.
About so. I mean, I'm not going to spoil that for the viewers.
No.
Existence is body horror also. That's a David Cronenberg film, I think. Existence. Acres Movies asking, is Eddington good? That depends on who you ask, but if you're asking me, I'm going to say no. I didn't think it was that good.
I have not seen it, so I can't say. I'm going to see it at some point, but it's not a movie where I can just pop it on and watch it. You got to be in the mood, or you kind of just have to go, here we go.
Yeah, it's one of those cases. But I will say, at least watch it before the end of the year to see where it will land for you. Like, I wouldn't really recommend it personally. I wouldn't really recommend it, but unless you're like into the topics that the film depicts, and also if you're like a diehard Ari Aster fan.
Yeah.
So
then you'll absolutely love it. But
you probably will. But anyways, guys, that's it for this episode of Movie Fanatics and also Noah Kaser Live. So thank you once again, Noah, for coming in here tonight, man. I really appreciate you for helping me out tonight. We talked about some really good topics, and yeah. So anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Go subscribe to Noah's channel if you guys haven't already. He really does deserve your support. And hell, while you're at it, subscribe to my channel as well, and also tap on that thumbs up. Of course, expect a review for Wicked for Good this weekend. I think I might just do a double feature review and just review both movies in one video. I don't know, but I will post a short review for The Running Man probably tomorrow, and as well as Now You See Me, Now You Don't, because I'm gonna go see it tomorrow. And then Sunday, watch along for Zootopia in the build up to Zootopia 2. And then next Sunday, watch along for Sonic 3. So, got lots of stuff to look forward to. Noah, is there any other things you want to plug for your channel?
I have a lot coming. I have 2 big interviews coming on the Heart Full of Hallmark channel. We have a big interview with the lead actress, actor, and the director of a Lifetime film that I will not spoil yet, but we will also be having Rhiannon Fish come back on, our 3rd time having her on. We are going to be doing that on the 6th, and a lot more coming on that, but also stay tuned because next July we'll be back on his channel for the Bell Call podcast, doing our Survivor Series predictions, and then 2 weeks later, probably the day or so after, on December 13th, on the 14th or 15th, our thoughts on Cena's last match and what he means to us. Thank you guys for all of this. And Luke, it's great to see you. We talk all the time anyways, but it's so much fun.
Yeah.
Just come on here and bullshit because we have so much fun even if we're on stream, on text, on a phone call, we're best friends. We are the best of friends. But
exactly.
anyways, guys, like, subscribe to Luke's channel, my channel, and of course Michael's channel. The fucker ain't here because he has to work, you asshole. But anyways, like, subscribe for more, and I'll see all of you guys on my channel next time.
See you later.
So where did you go when the fire is low? You're feeling unnerving when you're feeling no burning. I'll give you hell 'cause the rules were given. I didn't take them, but I'm breaking them all. I'll give you hell 'cause the rules were given. Receiving belly, just do what you're told.
It kicked both of us out for some reason.
Kick both of us out.
What the heck? Is it not going to end or what?
What? What
Oh,
the
shoot.
hell? What the hell? Why is it not ending?
Hold on.